This movie makes Zach Galifianakis. Yeah, makes him like the. He's like one of my favorites now. Because
he was great in the first one.
I mean, you did this dude a major favor putting him in the movies, right? I mean, Zach wasn't his career wasn't going anywhere.
He was a stand-up mostly. He had been in a bunch of movies, but I don't know that he popped out of those movies, tremendously. And then we made The Hangover and quickly made this movie Due Date right after, which Robin claims no one saw, even though it made $220 million worldwide.
Where?
All over.
Istanbul?
Due Date.
But Robin, you happen to be one of the most misinformed, quote-unquote, news reporters out there. So frustrating to hear you. I love Howard so much, but I'm just so over Robin.
Because she didn't have the money right on your movie? Due Date made...
No, it has nothing to do with my movie. I mean, as a fan for 20 years, it's just so... I don't know what's happening to her, but it's like the wheels have come off.
What do you mean the wheels have come off?
She's
with all her journeys, you mean?
No, her journeys are actually interesting to listen to. I'm just talking honestly, Howard. It's just the interruptions and the misinformation. It's shocking.
Robin, what the hell?
Well, he should let me know whenever he hears these things.
Wow.
And I'll try not to interrupt.
I'll mix it up with you. I'll just mix it up with her. I just, I know you love her beyond, so I'm just...
I love Robin.
I know you do, I know.
But her job is to talk on the show. What do you mean interruptions?
No. It's a rhythm thing, I think. It's changed over the years. I find it interesting.
You're not helping with Robin's depression.
Wow. Oh, is she depressed? I don't have the show today. I'm in a hotel room. Is she depressed?
Yes, she is. She had terrible depression over the weekend. She went off her, what is that, detox.
She went off her ayahuasca.
No, I think the ayahuasca got her...
Oh, stop it with the ayahuasca.
Well, I apologize. I didn't know Robin was depressed. I was sort of just mixing it up with her. I mean, now I feel horrible.
Yeah.
Now I'm leaving.
Yeah, now she's really depressed.
I just nobody ever mixes it up with Robin.
Kind of put a damper on the whole interview.
Yeah, I really did. I'm sorry.
Anybody else you don't like on the show?
Well, I'm not a huge fan of Steve Brandano.
Wow.
Phone.
Steve Brandano. Now he'll go commit suicide.
He's like that Lars von Trier. He can bring down an interview.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Yeah.
So do you have specific criticism for Robin that she can get better on the show for you?
I said if he could help me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would be happy to sit down and have... I don't want to really do it over the air because I think... Or maybe I'll just do it over email with her. But I do think that she tends to repeat immediately things. You interrupt what you say and then to immediately repeat what you're saying.
Don't fuck her rhythm up, Todd. I need her.
Well, you just said to me, do you have any criticisms? So I'm going.
You know what? Come to think of it, stay away from Robin.
Now, have I done any of the things you object to while we've been on the phone?
Not at all, actually. You've been so subdued.
He actually straightened you out, you see?
No, I was this way at the beginning before he even started to criticize me.
I know.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't listening this morning, so now I feel horrible.
Well, I thought Robin was doing a particularly good job today. Robin, just don't listen to anybody. Just stay the way you are.
I'm going to stay the way I am.
Thank
I can't help it if Todd doesn't like it.
Todd.
Yeah, I guess he won't be hiring me for any films.
Yeah, what is Todd now? He just made Hangover 2 and Hangover 1 and $45 million
and
a year.
2 films that I really, really love. I'm still going to love them.
All right. That's big of you. Yeah, awesome. All right, well, it's a great movie. Good job.
All right, thanks, Howard.
Well done. And I sent you an email on Facebook, but I don't know if you got it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Thanks so much for checking it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, thanks, Todd.
All right, bye.
Bye. I love Todd. I didn't like him saying that stuff to you, though.
Hey, he's very protective of his films.
Yeah, boy. You pissed him off. Yox, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
2 things. I loved it. I loved every word he said about Robin. Sorry, Robin. I mean, Robin, you work 4 hours a day. Now down to 3 days a week, sometimes 4 days a week.
We're working 4 days this week.
All right. You read the paper, and you get half the stories wrong.
All right, that's an over-exaggeration, but go on.
What story do you get wrong?
I want to
Since you get every single story right, but, we kind of like Robin has to put together the news during the show.
I know.
What's on the wrap-up show?
Director and friend of the show, Todd Phillips, says the $45 million he made off The Hangover didn't really change his life.
How's that possible?
And he let Howard know how special he was to get a screener of The Hangover Part 2.
Yeah, Todd lined that up.
We'll discuss how Todd is dealing with such high expectations for this sequel, why Todd didn't have any misgivings about working with Mel Gibson, who Howard is no fan of, and why did Todd have such strong feelings about Steve Brandano's work on the phones and Robin being misinformed with her news.
Yet he can find forgiveness in his heart for Mel Gibson.
Not for you. You know, it's funny. I said to Gary, what was that all about with Todd and Robin? And he goes, he's really pissed. He said, Robin said shit about his movie, and he's getting her back. I said, oh, all right. I didn't know where the hell that was coming
But
from.
I was like, he can understand Mel Gibson. I just,
He must
said a
have it
few
in for you.
things about his movie.
Because now it's jarring my memory, or jogging my memory, that when I was at Jimmy's party...
He said something to you?
About you, yeah. He was just like, yeah, Robin, she interrupts too much, and he started in, and I was like, gee, where's this coming from? Like, we're at a party. I mean, I don't sit there and talk about work at a party, and I was feeling criticized, like, but I didn't realize where it all stemmed from. Because what did you say? You said no one went to see his second movie that made over $100 million.
And I don't even remember. It was just sort of an offhand remark that it didn't do well here or something. And
Well, he's right in a sense. I mean, you can't make that claim and then not have it be true. It got him upset. You made an enemy.
I understand that, he is very protective of his movies.
Evidently.
Was it Due Date she was not?
Yes.
Oh.
All right. Due Date. I don't know. Did I see Due Date?
That's with Robert Downey
Jr. and Zach Galifianakis? I don't think you saw it.
And the French Bulldog.
I didn't see it. What else, John?
Plus, Robin gets depressed over the weekend and resorts to eating solid food.
Can you believe she ate solid? You must have really been out of it. You really went on a binge.
You guys are so crazy.
I think you're off your rocker eating solid food on a detox weekend.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the wrap-up show. I'm John Hine, joined as always by Gary Delabate.
Hello, hello.
Is that Steve Brandano over there on the board? Wow. Todd Phillips' enemy, Steve Brandano there. Katie taking your calls at 888-STERN-100, 888-783-7610. That's the number to reach us on the wrap-up show.
Hey, this is Jewel, and you're listening to John Hine and Gary Delabate on The Wrap-Up Show.
Welcome back to The Wrap-Up Show. And, Gary, we got to talk about Todd Phillips calling in. And I guess there was issues with the phone originally, but it got heated very, very quickly. I guess Todd was upset about Robin saying some incorrect things or bad things about his film Due Date.
I think there were two things going on. I think that Todd, from what you heard Howard say, was Todd had this thing in his head that, hey, Robin's doing some things on the show that as a fan he doesn't appreciate. Todd probably wasn't going to bring that up. And Robin sort of cracked a joke that I think that in Robin's mind wasn't a big deal, that Todd took, much, she had a nerve that I don't think she was gunning for, so he came right at her.
Do you think he was looking for the opportunity to say it, or it just happened? She was like, oh, ha, and he was like, bam.
I think he had it in the back of his mind, but I think he truly was insulted by what she said, but I don't think she was going out of her way to insult him. I think she thought it was a goofier thing to say than the way he took it. But you can listen, that's his work. I said to Howard during the break, that's the guy worked on a movie that means a lot to him, and Robin took a shot at it.
Well, not only Howard said, I don't know if you guys caught this, during Jimmy's party.
I just said that.
Oh, well, then it must have. Like, I thought you meant just on the show.
No, he said when Howard saw him last week, he mentioned that there were some things about the show with Robin that he didn't like, and that Howard thought it was a weird place to bring it up. But I think it's one of those things you have in your back pocket. You go, yeah, I'm not really going to go there. And then Robin hit him.
And he went there.
But I don't think she intended to hit him like that.
Well, later in the interview, he said, he's a friend of the show, and he was just joking around and kind of, messing with her. But I think he meant every word he said.
Yeah, one line would have been joking around, two lines would have been joking around. By the time he got to the fifth line, you know how you knew it was getting really ugly? Every time he said another line, you just heard Will go, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, that was the reaction in the back, that's for sure. Mike in Jersey, you're on the wrap-up show.
What's going on, guys? First, did you guys hear the shout out to the Stern Show on the Office this past week?
I did.
Yes, it's great.
That was pretty cool. And as for Robin, have you guys ever heard a guest blatantly call out either Howard or Robin in an instance like that?
Once or twice, but I can't remember what it was.
Chris Rock calls out Howard all the time.
Yeah, and somebody called out Robin once before, had an issue with her, but I can't remember who it was.
I remember Arnold really pushed back a lot, like in a funny way.
On who?
On with Howard
about his movie,
like years ago. I don't remember what it was about. I don't think it was the movie.
But yeah, guess push back from time to time. Does that answer your question?
I guess it does because we no longer have Mike. Let's try Vince. Vince, you're on the wrap-up show.
Who's that?
Hey, Vince.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Love the show. Hey, I just want to thank Todd Phillips for hitting the nail on the head. You know, his expressions were like exactly the way I feel. I pay attention to when Robin interrupts Howard. She does it a lot. She did it at the very beginning of the Todd Phillips interview. And I was waiting for him to react to that because I already knew that he had a problem with her.
How'd you know that? Vince, how'd you know that Todd had a problem with Robin before today?
Well, maybe I didn't. But
no, Vince. Vince, do you know Todd Phillips?
I never heard of him until today.
Yeah, I think Vince maybe wanted Todd to have a problem with Robin beforehand,
or Vince works on a movie and has heard something that we don't know about, and now he's reeling it in.
That's Todd Phillips.
Is there any way your movie can make $45 million and not affect your life at all?
I would go out and buy stupid shit and still have $40 million left over.
All right, we got to wrap up. Scott, the engineer, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, July 1st at Harrah's Pool after dark.